Hello and welcome. You're watching FNO Spotlight, and it's turning out to be an exciting sort of day of trade this Thursday. While the benchmark isn't getting up to too much action, there's enough and more stock-specific trade that's driving activity today. The benchmark itself trades flat, 11,560 is what we trade at, 11-point cut on the index, and the day's low point on the Nifty. Bank Nifty as well trades lower, 150-point cut, underperforming the benchmark to quite a great extent in morning trade. Broader markets are performing in line with the benchmark. The mid-cap index trades flat to lower, while the small-cap index is a cut of about 0.2%. The day belongs to pharmaceutical and consumption names. Lupin, Cipla and Dr. Reddy's are your top three gainers on the index this morning, followed by Power Grid and HCL Tech. HCL is also having a pleasant morning. Tech Mahindra looks good. So anything that's largely defensive in nature is off to a really strong start this morning. GAIL is picking up some interest. 1% high in GAIL is what we've got. HDFC, Wipro, Axis, Infy are some of your other top gainers in this morning session. The breadth of the market is slightly biased towards the downside. So we'll take you through the quick check of the big losers this morning. Tata Motors is down 3%. HPCL, BPCL, IOC all trading with a cut of 3%. Metal names are looking off. Bajaj Auto is down 1.5%. Some of your banking names are also not looking very good. Hindalco, Vedanta, Tata Steel are all trading with a cut of about 2% this morning. Coal India, Yes Bank, Adani Ports are also seeing some pressure building up. In terms of active stock futures that we are picking up on this morning, so if you just want to take a look at a few counters that are getting heavily traded this morning, we're only 1 hour into trade and you've got a whole bunch of counters that are being seeing enough and more activity this morning. Bata India is the highest traded counter with a 12% open interest addition, 1,050 now on Bata India. Divi's Lab, second straight day running, 11% open interest addition. The stock is up 4% at 1289. Apollo Tyres, Voltas, BPCL are seeing pressure on the downside, but the volume addition seems to be quite healthy. Samit Chavan now joins into the top technical trades this morning. Samit, first up, what's the call in terms of stock-specific trades? What are you recommending?
See, we are still liking, the entire mid-cap basket, which has already bottomed out and it's on the way up. So we believe that further legs are likely to unfold as far as, mid-cap universe goes. So we are focusing on mid-cap stocks, and, within this cash segment, BBTC is the one stock, Bombay Burma, which certainly looks good. We have been tracking this counter closely since last 3 weeks, and day before yesterday there was a decisive breakout from this counter, and since last couple of days the stock has already added nearly 8 to 10%. So we believe that this northward trajectory is likely to continue. So 1810 is our near-term target. One can go long with a stop loss of 1680, so which is our revised stop loss right now. Apart from this, Nilkamal we are certainly liking, which after a consolidation the stock managed to give a decisive breakout. Today we are seeing a subdued movement, but this stock is poised for a decent move. 2100 is our near-term target. Any minor dip from current level would be a good buying opportunity. So one can go long with a stop loss of 1880. And Tata Chemical is the one stock from FNO basket we are liking. After a long consolidation, the stock has come off. The stock has managed to give a decisive breakout from its near-term hurdle of 700. Since last 3-4 days, it has been consolidating, but very soon we expect this stock to surpass 715. So one can go long in Tata Chem also. Our immediate target would be somewhere around 730, 735.
Tata Chem at these levels looks like a good bet. That's the word coming in terms of stock trades. Bombay Burma also looking extremely good. Samit, how does Bata India look? I mean, 1,000 we thought it was looking extremely overbought, but it's a non-stop rally on Bata India. 12% open interest addition as we speak. 1,050 intraday. Would Bata India make a good buy, or is it too late in the day?
No, obviously, buying at current level would be slightly difficult, considering is unstoppable rally that we have been seeing since last 1.5 months. Ever since this stock managed to surpass its previous hurdles of 840, 850 toward the fag end of July, there has been no stopping for discount. And generally when a particular stock enters a strong trend, we generally tend to see such kind of gravity defying moves, and that is what we have been witnessing in Bata. So this upward trajectory is likely to continue. As far as number goes, it is very difficult to project any kind of figure. but one should trade with a positive bias, and now B's has shifted higher from 960, 980 towards 1020 now. So those who have been holding this counter, they should stay put, revise their stop losses somewhere on 1020 and ride this tide.
What about